What's the difference between an author telling you a character's a redneck versus telling you a character's dad wrestles alligators for a living? We're talking about direct and indirect characterization today, which is the difference between an author showing you a character and telling you about a character. Direct characterization is when the author tells you exactly what a character is like. They use a lot of adjectives and give you a pretty clear description of the character, their personality, and their physical appearance. With indirect characterization, the author reveals the character through their actions, their speech, and their interactions with other characters. They don't come out and flat out tell you what the character is like. You have to make assumptions based on what the character does and says to determine what kind of person you think the character is. See if you can distinguish between the direct and indirect characterization in this song.
She'll know the dress, hair is always mess. You catch her stealing, she won't confess. She's beautiful, Virginia.
Let's take a look at this particular stanza and see if we can identify the direct characterization. There you go. As you can see, the second line, her hair is always a mess, is direct characterization. Pretty straightforward description of the character. The same is true for the fourth line, she's beautiful. Once again, an adjective directly describing her, so not much we can do in terms of interpreting that line. Now that we've found all the examples of direct characterization, let's take a look at the two examples of indirect characterization left. We've got, she doesn't own a dress as the first line. What you can do with indirect characterization is interpret it and make your own assumptions about the character. So with that line, we might assume that maybe she's a bit of a tomboy if she doesn't have a dress. The other assumption we could make is possibly she can't afford to have that. The last line that is indirect characterization, catch her stealing, she won't confess, is something I'll leave up to you. What predictions or assumptions would you make about the character based on that description the author gave you?